Hey guys, Dungeon Quest just dropped a new update, which means that there is a whole new dungeon to explore, and I'll be going over that dungeon and what to expect and how to defeat the mini bosses a little bit easier by showing you their strategies so you can avoid them and the next time you do the dungeon, whether you've already done it or you're going into it and you're curious what the dungeon looks like. Make sure to watch the video to the end. Also, make sure to leave a like on this video if this video did help you in any way. It means a lot, and I'll see you guys in the video. Alright guys, welcome back to the King's Castle. We got Sticky over here with his tribal outfit. That's my friend right there. And then we got Meatball as the tank with 83,000 health. And that's a fan right there. Okay, we're going to show you guys how to defeat this dungeon faster. Make sure you guys have a tank in here too, because it's going to be pretty hard if you guys don't have a tank that heals. As well as I'm the DPS, Sticky's a mage DPS, and we have a tank as well. So we're just going in and melting them. Okay, we're just melting them real quick, these lower level mobs. The hard thing is the mini boss. By the way guys, I'd recommend being a warrior this update because of the mage nerf. So you're doing a lot more damage if you choose the warrior, as well as you have a lot more health than a mage. So as you guys can see, Sticky only has 8,500 health. Yes, he does a lot of damage, but at the same time, it's hard for him to survive against the mini bosses and the boss unless there is a tank healer like Meatball himself. I'd recommend Warrior because you can have like 25,000 health as well as, you know, do damage. And I just kind of like died there, but like don't worry about that, guys. I know I died, but we're going straight back in. That's why I'm not doing hardcore right now, because like if we're gonna do hardcore, we need like 4 or 5 people that like can work together. But like right now, we're only doing a trio. So we're just going to show you guys the best things to do against the new mini bosses. Also, make sure you guys stand on top of this, you know, because they can't get you when you're up here. We're facing the first mini boss, which is probably harder than the second one. What you guys want to do here is walk slowly to figure out the pattern. So once you walk slowly, you can get up close here and figure out the pattern. So it's better to get a little bit further back to see where it's going to be, instead of being close up to him. And then here, you're going to take a little bit of damage if you kind of mess up, but you get used to it once you like figure out the pattern. So pattern's right here. So once you do that, you move back one right here, and it'd be the same thing. And then make sure you guys stay back for the red circle, and then we're going to be right here. So you move over one for the pattern, over one here, and then we would go back here, right there. And then you just got to figure out the pattern, and it switches off every single time for each one that he does. And that is how you defeat the first mini boss. Now you're going to go in here, and there's only 2 sets of mobs or enemies before you get to the second mini boss. So they're actually really close together. There's not like a wide gap between them. You're going to fight both of them together. The thing about being a warrior is that you're going to take a lot of damage. That's why 25,000 health is really good, especially with heals, unless you have a lot more DPS. Right now, with my gear that I have, okay, we're here at the second mini boss right here, and he's kind of random, besides the 3 seconds. And as you guys can see, Sticky didn't have good amount of health because he's a mage, so he died. But as a warrior, I can tank a few hits while the tank hits. So, you know, I have a decent amount of health to fight up against these mini bosses right here, and just look for the purple and dodge him. The best way is to be almost inside him and just dodge the 3-second beam that he shoots at you when he directs it. But everything else is actually really easy to dodge, except for when you get trapped with a circle. That's like the only way you can really take damage, like when there's a circle on him and you're really close to him like that. That's how you die. But other than that, you know, it's not that hard to dodge him. Like if you're a healer, you could just stand out here and stay back here. But if you're like a tank, you'd want to be inside doing a little bit of damage. Now I'm coming in. We're at 6 minutes, so we're doing an actual pretty good time, and we killed him. So at the same time, what's really cool about tank is you can heal, have a lot of health, and you can have either a wand to do more health, or you can have a sword to do damage. So tank is, there's a lot of things you could do with the tank, but like being a full-on DPS is also pretty good, since that's how you're gonna go through with the monsters. Now we're actually really close to the final boss. There's not that many small enemies until we've reached the final boss. And what really shocked me with the first time I actually done this dungeon is that the boss is so gigantic. The boss is like 5 times the mini boss's size, which was surprising. And especially since he jumps on you, that's one of his moves, and you're gonna have to move out of the way before he even jumps on you, like right as you see the circle that is around you. So you gotta have some pretty good reaction time to do this dungeon. But we're going around the corner. There's only 2 more sets of mobs, so the best thing to do is to huddle them together, dodge them, and go all the way back here. If you have a tank with taunt, that's the best thing to do. And then since I have the glacial blows, I can just shoot them while they're all together being taunted, which is pretty good, and then just swing at them at the same time. Now the king has 40 million health, and as you guys know, it depends on how many people you have in the lobby and or the game. So 40 million is a lot of health for a boss. Now the best thing to do is just keep walking, and then he's gonna jump on you after the 3rd beam, so watch out for getting jumped on. Right there, you're getting jumped on. We're going right in for the damage. Come on. And then he's gonna continue doing beams, and then he likes to blind you. I don't know why, but he likes to blind you and then jump on you. He's okay. He's in your circle. There we go. We're going back in. We're going to damage him. He's going to do the beams again. I might die. No, I'm not going to die. Okay, there we go. Now he's jumping again. That's really all he does. He does the beams and then he jumps. So just keep moving when he does the beams, like maybe to the left or the right. And then it's actually really easy. This is the easiest boss out of all 3 of them, in my opinion. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. What's your favorite boss is and the easiest one to defeat for you. This one is like so gigantic that you can see, but as long as you dodge him, he's not really going to kill you. That's why normally in almost every nightmare dungeon, you're gonna have a healer or a tank, so there's not really much you're missing out on. And soloing this dungeon is going to be pretty hard, especially with the gear that I have, but like soloing it yourself, you're gonna have to heal yourself at the same time, so you're gonna have to switch out. But as you guys can see, we got a purple staff. What is this? We got an elven staff, 4,713 base, and it is an epic staff. Since I did a round with a tank, now I'm planning on doing a round without a tank. So we're both DPS right now, and I have Insinium with me, and we're just going to run this dungeon and see how it turns out. This determines if we survive or if we die. I kind of know the strategy now. Don't worry, guys. If you slowly walk, you could dodge this, and then you go over here, and then you slowly walk right here, and you could tell as well. And then you go up here. Watch out for the red circle. And then we go in for the swing right here. And then we go back here, back up 1, right over here. And then we want to go right here after the circle, right? Oh, we already defeated him. We're now at the 2nd mini boss. This boss is a lot easier. I actually enjoy this boss. This boss is more fun to fight than the other one. And we're doing at least a good mill every time we touch him. That's a plus. It's always good to stay next to him because you can just swing around him. And he doesn't really damage you if you like dodge his shots. So he's already dead. He's already melted. We're going through this really quick. Now, the king has 32,500,000 health. So not as much as the last time, but it's still a lot of health. And he's going to do 3 shots, and then he's going to jump. Who is he going to jump at? Okay, he's jumping at you. We're gonna go over here. Shoot him. We're gonna melt him real quick. Going out of here. No, I just walked right into that. That's my fault. Okay, well, I just walked straight into that. I'm just gonna dodge all his shots right now since he's just focused on me, which is actually really good. Because, oh, he's jumping on me. He's trying to jump, and I died because I couldn't get out of it. That's the only hard part about the king is how big the radius is for him jumping. I don't know where's he gonna jump. He's not jumping on me, so we're fine. We're about to kill him. We're about to kill the king. He's dead. Okay, guys. We got dual axes. We got dual royal axes, so nothing that good. Okay, guys, that was the new King's Castle dungeon. And as you guys can see, that was not as hard. The only hard thing to expect out of that dungeon is the mini bosses. The mini bosses are actually harder than the actual boss, so make sure you guys bring a tank along I know this might have not helped you, but if it did, make sure to leave a like on this video if it did help you. Also, comment down below what your guys' thoughts on the new update for Dungeon Quest, and subscribe if you're new to the channel. That means a lot, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.